Hi, I'm Tristan and today we will be talking about Child Development Seminar, Current Trends and Issues. This is a course that I am currently taking at the University of North Texas at Dallas. In this course, we learn about early childhood education and the issues and trends that are going on. For example, one of the first things that I learned in this class was suspension and expulsion in early childhood education. This is when they are expelling and suspending kids as early as pre-K and kindergarten. This was something that I found crazy because pre-K and kindergarten are times where children are learning how to behave in classrooms. So this was crazy that they are expelling and suspending children at that early. Because when they do this, they are not giving the kids the opportunity to learn how they are supposed to act and behave in classrooms. They're just suspending them so they have to figure it out on their own. Another assignment that I had to do was a group PowerPoint regarding suspension and expulsion in earlyhood child education. In this PowerPoint, we had to look up data from civil records and figure out what exactly is going on in schools as of right now. In the study that I found in 2015, there were many suspensions regarding all races in earlyhood childhood education. This assignment helped me understand what was going on right now in our schools. The next thing I did in this class was a trends and issues chart. This chart helped me understand the ongoing trends and issues that was happening right now in early childhood education. Some of the concepts that I looked at were health, nutrition, policy, education, early learning and education, advocacy, and low-income families. One of the most interesting ones that I found was in education. This was closing the achievement gap and focusing on test scores between different ethnic groups. This means that principals and teachers were trying to make sure that all children were getting the same education no matter where they're from and what their background is. The topic that I found to be the most heartbreaking was regarding low-income families. This issue said that children who get held back are more likely to drop out instead of finishing high school. This is because when they get held back, they are at the age in high school that they can drop out and have the option and don't see the point in finishing high school. So instead of holding them back, we should have the catch-up classes where they can still be with their grade and working to move forward. Another big assignment that I had to do was an observation paper. For this observation paper, I had to pick a place to go and observe 3 times a week and figure out what they were doing in the classroom. This observation was focused on children and teachers, children peers, behaviors, redirecting children, curriculum implementation, and appropriate practices for children. While I was there, I observed 2 different classrooms, a younger classroom and an older classroom. In this, I found that children and teacher interactions were different than what I was expecting, because I was expecting there to be a drawn line for children and teachers to not be like friends, and that was not the case. Children wanted the teachers to be involved in everything they were trying to do. Another thing that I really understood was curriculum implementation. So because I observed 2 different classrooms, I observed 2 different age groups. One age group was younger and one age group was older. In the younger classroom, even though they were teaching the same skills, they had to change how they were teaching to make sure that the younger children were understanding what exactly the skill set was. During my observation, I also seen many things that I learned in other classes. For example, in my developmental sexuality class, we learned about puberty and changes throughout adolescence. Some of the puberty changes that I saw were that the males were starting to get taller and the females were definitely more mature than the males were at such a young age. Another thing that I got to see was connected to my adolescent development class. My observation connected to adolescent development because there's a section about bullying and peer pressure. In this, while I was observing, I got to see bullying hands-on and how the teachers directed and fixed the problems. This was important to me because I thought it would be more physical instead of more verbal bullying. Also, there was peer pressure because in one of the camps, when they got bored, they decided to go and trash the bathrooms instead of doing what they were supposed to be doing. This was interesting to see how they got punished as well. So instead of just talking to their parents, they made sure that children were sitting out for their actions. Overall, this course helped me become aware of the current trends and issues that are happening all over the world and in our school systems. It has also helped me connect concepts from other classes and understand what exactly I was learning in my classes. Thanks for watching and have a great day.